示范可以借脚架，你们下次录影就可以像这样。OK， 示范后来老师请他们去买。可以整个关掉录影。That's fine.
Good afternoon, we are Group 1, and today we are going to talk about post-meeting evaluation. And our group members are Zhenyun, Tsailing, me, and Yibing. And our contents include vocabulary, conversation scenario 2, preposition, listening practice, activity 2, high and low context culture, conclusion, job assignment, inside story, references, break time, comments, best commentators, and feedback. And let's start from vocabulary on page 30 to 31. And please repeat after I finish reading the words and example. The first one, observation. It means the act of observing something or someone. For example, well then, based on your observations, can you point anything out that we can change for the better next time?
Group members, please repeat. Don't discuss on the stage.
The second, potential. It means possible when the necessary conditions exist. For example, I believe there might be potential issues. Allergy. It means a condition that makes a person become sick or develop skin or breathing problems because they have eaten certain foods or been near certain substances. For example, we did a good job on asking people about vegetarian preferences and allergies this time.
We did a good job on asking people about vegetarian preferences and allergies this time.
Explicitly.
Explicitly.
It means in a way that is clear and exact. For example, when we send out invitations next time, we can explicitly ask them if there is anything they cannot eat.
When we send out invitations next time, we can explicitly ask them if there is anything they cannot eat.
The last one, worn out. It means extremely tired. For example, we just had Kelly along this time and she was completely worn out.
We just had Kelly along this time and she was completely worn out.
And let's move to conversation scenario 2. The scenario is looking back and plan forward on page 30 to 31. I will make the conversation with Zhenyun. We had an excellent meeting, didn't we, Ben?
Yes, indeed, Miss Williams.
Well, then, based on your observations, can you point anything out that we can change for the better next time?
For the most part, as you said, things went smoothly, but I do believe we have to prepare better equipment for our guest speakers.
I did notice it took some time for Dr. Jones' presentation file to get set up. What happened there?
Well, the laptop the company prepared did not have the version of the program we need to properly display the file. We had to switch to Jimmy's personal laptop.
I see. Make sure everything is up to date from now on. Anything else?
Well, since we have guests from different parts of the world, we might have to pay more attention to their preference.
Did anything go wrong?
Not really, but as we expect more people for our next meeting where we will introduce our new product, I believe there might be potential issues.
Yes, we want to provide meals and snacks that are suitable for all our guests. We did a good job on asking people about vegetarian preferences and allergies this time.
I think some guests might also have foods they would prefer or decline due to religious reasons.
Good point. When we send out invitations next time, we can explicitly ask them if there is anything they cannot eat. That makes things easier.
And I think we might need more people giving directions by the elevator door. We just had Kelly along this time, and she was completely worn out.
Okay, someone has brought it up already. The venue could also provide directions, I believe.
And some people in the back have trouble seeing the words in the presentation file.
I believe the projector screen is large enough. Let's test it before the next meeting and make sure it can be seen clearly from the back of the room.
Okay, I will put that into my memo.
And let's move to preposition. The first one, well, Ben, based on your observations, can you point anything out that we can change blank the better next time?
Well, Ben, based on your observation, can you point anything out that we can change for the better next time?
Yes. Please repeat after me. Well, Ben, based on your observations, can you point anything out that we can change for the better next time?
Well, Ben, based on your observation, can you point anything out that we can change for the better next time?
And the second one, but I do believe we have to prepare better equipment blank our guest speakers. Page.
But I do believe we have to prepare better equipment for our guest speakers.
Yes, but I do believe we have to prepare better equipment for our guest speakers. Please repeat after me.
I do believe we have to prepare better equipment for our guest speakers.
And next one, I did notice it took some time blank Dr. Jones' presentation file to get set up. Hershey.
I did notice it took some time for Dr. Jones' presentation file to get set up.
I did notice it took some time for Dr. Jones' presentation file to get set up. Please. Okay, next one. Well, the laptop the company prepared did not have the version blank, the program we needed to properly display the file. Qing Qing.
Well, the laptop the company prepared did not have the version of the program we needed to properly display the file.
Yes, well, the laptop the company prepared did not have the version of the program we needed to properly display the file.
The laptop the company prepared did not have the version of the program we needed to properly display the file.
Okay. Make sure everything is up to date blank now on.
Make sure everything is up to date from now on.
Yes, make sure everything is up to date from now on.
Make sure everything is up to date from now on.
The next one, well, since we have guests blank, different parts blank, the word, we might have to pay more attention blank their preferences. Okay.
Well, since we have guests from different parts of the world, we might have to pay more attention to their preferences.
Well, since we have guests from different parts of the world, we might have to pay more attention to their preferences. Please repeat after me.
Well, since we have guests from different parts of the world, we might have to pay more attention to their preferences.
Not really, but as we expect more people blank our next meeting where we will introduce our new product, I believe there might be potential issues. One more time. I count to 3. 1, 2, 3.
Not really, but we expect more people for our next meeting where we will introduce our new product. I believe there might be potential issues.
Yes, not really, But as we expect more people for our next meeting where we will introduce our new product, I believe there might be potential issues. Please repeat after me.
I really expect more people for our next meeting where we will introduce our new product. I believe there might be potential issues.
Next one, we did a good job blank, asking people blank, vegetarian preferences and allergies list time.
We did a good job on asking people about vegetarian preferences and allergies this time.
We did a good job on asking people about vegetarian preferences and allergies this time. Please repeat after me.
We did a good job on asking people about vegetarian preferences and allergies this time.
And I think we might need more people giving directions blank, the elevator door.
And I think we might need more people giving directions by the elevator door.
Yes, and I think we might need more people giving directions by the elevator door. Please repeat after me.
And I think we might need more people giving directions by the elevator door.
Okay, the last one. And some people in the back had trouble seeing the words blank the presentation file. 等一下。Yes, and some people in the back had trouble seeing the words in the presentation file. Please repeat after me.
And some people in the back had trouble seeing the words in the presentation file.
And I'm going to give the floor to Yibing.
I'm Yibing from Group 1. Let's start the listening practice. Please page 31. What do the questionnaire say?
Listening practice. Please listen to the following dialogue and answer the questions. What do the questionnaires say? Ted, do you have the questionnaire results ready? Yes, I have them right here. We were able to collect results for 55 out of the 58 participants. Well, does anything in particular stand out? For most of the items, it seems that our guests were satisfied. That's welcome news. What did they say about the reception? The comments were mostly positive. A few of them specifically pointed out that the reception was really professional, despite the rush at opening time. Good. How about the seating arrangements? There was one complaint in the comments column. One guest took the wrong seat because the name tags were misread. Yes, there are bound to be guests who have similar names. When the guests sign in, make sure they know their seat numbers. Okay, I will pass on the message. Anything else? Food? Decorations? Anything? The guests were happy with how the room was laid out and decorated. They said they found the warm atmosphere suitable for the discussion topic. Okay. Keep this in the records in case they want to book our room again. Done. Oh, about the food. Some of them only chose so-so for the snacks, but didn't list the reason. Did you send out messages to them? Yes, I sent out messages with apologies and asked for feedback. I hope we do get some feedback. I know most of these kinds of follow-up messages tend to get ignored. I was sure all the refreshments were prepared fresh on that very day. Maybe it's just a matter of personal preferences. Well, we can't make everyone happy, but we have to keep trying. That's our job. 1. How many questionnaire results did they have?
Wait.
2. Why did one guest take the wrong seat? 3. What did Ted do to make compensation to guests who chose so-so for the snacks on their comment cards?
Okay, the first question. How many questionnaire results did they have? Do it again. I count 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Sarah. Correct. They had 55 samples out of 58 participants. The second question. Why did one guest take the wrong seat? Qiao Qian.
A, because the name tags were misread.
Correct. Because the name tags were misread. Misread. The third question. What did Ted do to make compensation to guests who chose so-so for the snacks on their comment cards? Hexin.
Send out messages with apologies to them.
Correct. Send out message with apologize to them. Let's move on to the conversation. I will start this conversation with Zhenyu.
Ted, do you have the questionnaire results ready?
Yes, I have them right here. We were able to collect results for 55 out of the 58 participants.
Well, does anything in particular stand out?
For most of the items, it seems that our guests were satisfied.
That's welcome news. What did they say about the reception?
The comments were mostly positive. A few of them specifically point out that the reception was really professional despite the rush at opening time.
Good. How about the seating arrangements?
There was one complaint in the comments column. One guest took the wrong seat because the name tags were misread.
Yes, there are bound to be guests who have similar names. When the guests sign in, make sure they know their seat numbers.
Okay, I will pass on the message.
Anything else? Food, directions, anything?
The guests were happy with how the room was laid out and decorated. They say they found the warm atmosphere suitable for their discussion topic.
Okay, keep this in the records, in case they want to book our room again. John, about the food.
About the food, some of them only chose so-so for the snacks, but didn't list the reason.
Do you send a message to them?
Yes, I sent out message with apologize and ask for feedback. I hope we do get some feedback. I know most of these kinds of follow-up messages tend to get ignored.
I was sure all the refreshments were prepared fresh on that very day. Maybe it's just a matter of personal preferences.
Well, we can't make everyone happy, but we have to keep trying. That's our job. I found some new vocabulary in this conversation. First one, participant. Please repeat after me. The meaning is a person who takes part in or becomes involved in a particular activity. For example, we were able to collect results for 55 out of the 58 participants. Please repeat after me.
We were able to collect results for 55 out of the 58 participants.
The second one, column.
Column.
可是我查是念 column.
No, it's column.
Column. The meaning is one of several vertical blocks of print into which a page of a newspaper or magazine is divided. For example, there was one complaint in the comments column. Okay, I will give the floor to Zhenyu.
I am going to talk about activity 2 and please turn to page 33. And I will help you guys to review what we learned at Unit 1 to Unit 4. And at Unit 1, we learned that has 6 different menus and they are theater, classroom, usual room, ballroom, and banquet and reception. And this unit we learn how can we use with this menu. And at Unit 2, pre-meeting arrangements. We learn that what we need to do before the meeting starts. We can make a checklist for a meeting. And I have 4 points. The first one is meeting details. The next one is prepare an agenda and important documents. Next one is role assignment. Decide the menu, and the next one is send invitation to participants. And in the Unit 3, we learned that in Unit 3 is troubleshooting. We learned that anticipate problems and solutions on the meeting. And we can have meet some issues such as technique issue, communication difficulties, natural disaster, and time delays. And how can we solve these problems? And solution may involve concluding technique checks in advance and addressing communication challenges, especially change the meeting to an online meeting and adapting flexible to change in timing. And Unit 3 post-meeting evaluation. And we will meet some negative response on the questionnaires. And we can it's essential to approach them constructively, analyze the feedback objectively. And here are 4 examples. The first one is clarification questions and actionable feedback acknowledgement and request for suggestions. The next one is follow-up surveys. And now I will give the floor to Tsailing.
Now I'm going to introduce high and low context culture. I will give you watch the video first, and this is about high context culture.
When it's just you, well, times can be tough. When there's no there to catch.
นี่เรามาถึงจุดนี้กันได้ยังไง ต้องเป็นพรนั้นแน่ๆ
ทุนหัวของบ่าวอยู่ไหนเจ้าคะ
งานเข้าแล้ว เราเป็น
ดีนะโอ่งไม่แตก อาบน้ำกันนะเจ้าคะไป
หลังจากวันนั้นทุกอย่างก็เปลี่ยนไป พวกเราจะไม่ทน จะไม่ทน กับห้องน้ำอีกต่อไป ไปทำลายมัน เย้ ทุกที่มาของแรงบันดาลใจเป็นจริงได้ที่คอตโต้สตูดิโอ เพราะเรามีครีเอทีฟดีไซเนอร์พร้อมออกแบบห้องน้ำที่ใช่ในแบบคุณ ค้นหาคอตโต้สตูดิโอใกล้บ้าน คลิก www.cotto.co
Now let's watch the second video. It's about the low context culture.
There's a room in your home where big things happen. A room for eureka moments. A room where tubs become ships and bubbles become beards. A room where little tests are taken and big news is broken. A room that matters. Bathrooms matter. Bath store.
After watching the videos, does anyone know what this video about? Who can answer the question? What are these videos about? Does anyone know? It's about the bathroom design, right? In the high context culture, you may think it's about the cat supplies. You won't think about it. It is a bathroom design advertisement. But in the low context culture, it's easy to understand. It's about the bathroom commercial advertisement, right? Now let's see about the high context culture and what is low context culture's difference. In high context culture, they usually use implicit language and indirect communication. And about the low context culture, they use explicit language and direct communication.
Yeah.
In the high context culture, for example, countries, Japan, China, and Thailand, they usually use a high context culture. And the low context culture for example countries is USA, UK, and Canada. Next is conclusion. I will give you some conclusion about today's report. First, we learn about the vocabulary and scenario 2. Also, preposition practice and listening practice. Then is activity 2. In the activity 2, we learn about Unit 1 to Unit 4. In the Unit 1, we learned the meeting consultation. In the Unit 2, we learned the pre-meeting arrangement. About the Unit 3, we learned about the troubleshooting. In the Unit 4, we learned the post-meeting evaluation. And then also, the last one, we learned about the high and low context culture. Now I will talk about our job assignment. About Zheng Yun, she's in charge of activity 2, scenario 2, and listening practice. Me, in charge of high and low context culture, conclusion, and job assignment. And Yujie, she's in charge of vocabulary, scenario 2, conversation, and job assignment. And the last one, Yibing, he is in charge of listening practice and inside story. Now I will give the floor to Yibing. He will talk about our inside story.
About our inside story, the story 1, we will have a discussion online and we will talk about the vocabulary and scenario 2. Our story 2, we were in class 3409 and we were talking about preposition and listening practice. Story 3, we were in class 3514 and we were talking about activity 2 and conclusion. Let's take a break. Please come back at Please come back at 4:20.
turn on the light.
I will invite you to give us comments. Please welcome Group 2.
Hello, we are Group 2. I'm Ting. First of all, thanks to the first group for their presentation. Everyone performed very well in terms of the pronunciation of words and the content of their reports. What I especially like to say is that I really like how smoothly they hand it over to the next speaker. This is worth learning. However, there is still room for improvement. First, Zhen Yun on page 36. You mistakenly said decoration as direction during your part. And page 42, same problem. You said invitation as invention. Other than that, other parts perform very well. Next, Yujie and Yibing. I didn't catch any pronunciation errors and their pronunciations was very clear. But the intonation is a little flat without ups and downs. And the last one, Tsailing. Her voice is loud enough, her intonation has ups and downs. In addition, I like the video she chose for the high and low context. Good job. All in all, everyone did a great job, especially the cooperation between their team members is something worth learning. I will give the floor to Zhu.
I'm Zhu from Group 2. First, I think their PowerPoint design is clear and easy to understand, and I think Yujie is very confident in what she's talking about, and the pronunciation is very well. And Zhen Yun, Tsailing maybe are too nervous to speaking on the stage, but they still great. So I think they are already do a great job. I will give the floor to Zixian.
I'm Zixian from Group 2. And a Group 1 PPT, PowerPoint is really cute and clear. And all team members have performed excellently, although they have very few pronunciation errors. And I like Zhen Yun's part. She has really cute voice, and everyone did a good job. I give the floor to her.
I'm the Group 2 Hexin. I think Yujie has nice performance on the presentation, and she speaks very fluently and confident. When she introduces everyone, can understand easily what she said. Also, the first group PPT, Canva design is very clear. The contents also has nice introduction. I will give floor to Group 3. Thank you.
I'm Group 3. I'm Yarong. I think Group 1 did a great job. They allocate time really well. Let us have to prepare comments. Also, I can hear their voice clearly. They speak loud enough. I will give floor to Xinrong.
I'm Xinrong from Group 3. Group 1 did a great job. The PowerPoint is clear to see. As for vocabulary part, there's no Chinese translation of example sentences.
Very good.
And as for high and low context culture, Uni chose the cute video and explained the video clearly. Okay, floor to.
Did you hear that part? Did you hear that part? Yes or no? What did she say about your scenario? What did she say?
Vocabulary. OK， 就是它没有中文的翻译。
Could you go to that part? I told you many times, I need to check your understanding. Because one word could have many different meanings. And I want to make sure you understand. So you need to give us the Chinese translation to make sure you got this correctly in this scenario. Okay, continue please.
Okay, I will give the floor to Xinjie.
I'm Xinjie from Group 3. I think Group 1 did a great job on the presentation. They run the presentation fluently and all of them have a good pronunciation of the words. And I love their part of high and low context. The video show the difference of Eastern country and Western country. So I will give the floor to Xinxi.
I'm Qingxing from Group 3. I like the presentation of Group 1. This is the second time for them to deliver the presentation. We could find that they did much better than previous one. First of all, they put some pictures on the slides, especially for the part of vocabularies. Second, Tsailing gave us very interesting videos about high and low context culture. The videos are not the direct explanations. Instead, comparing the two videos, she gave us some space to think about the differences of the videos and provide the main point of high and low context culture. Finally, they show a great recap of today's presentation at the end of the report. Some mispronunciations need to correct. First, page 13, elevator. Okay, please repeat after me. Elevator. And the second, page 43. The word should be pronounced as difficulties. Yes, and third, page 44. The word should be questionnaires. Next, I think they should put the item numbers for vocabularies. And finally, all of you could speak louder to show your confidence. Good job, thanks. Thank you. Now I will give the floor to Group 4.
I'm Chang Shen from Group 4. Whatever presentation is great, but there is a small problem on page 44. It's unit 4, but you say unit 3. Yes. So I will give the floor to Chodan.
I'm Chodan from Group 4. I think their presentation is fluent, and their PPT is also clear, and the word is big enough. And I think Yujie and Tsailing's pronunciation is clear, and Yibing also showed his confidence. But Zhengyun, I found one mispronouncing on 43. It should be disaster, not disaster. But I like her PPT doing well and well prepared. And besides the mispronouncing, I think they all did a great job. And I'll give the floor to Group 5.
I'm Taishan from Group 5. I think Group 1 did a great job. Their slides are clear and easy to understand. Their speed is appropriate and voice is not enough. The group members cooperated well and all of them presented fluently. Thank you. I will give the floor to Group 6.
I'm Pei-Jun from Group 6, and Group 1's report is very professional and fluent. I really like the part how they summarize key points from chapter 1 to chapter 4. And the high and low context cultures video is very interesting and catch my eyes. And I can see Group 1 collaboration among team members is very smoothly. And I will give the floor to Ting Shen.
I'm Ting Shen from Group 6. They both speak smoothly and I think Yujie can speak louder. Their slides are very clear and easy to understand. Even they got a little problem like wrong pronunciation when they introduce vocabulary, but they still did great. I give floor to Group 7.
I'm Ning Hui from Group 7. First, you can tell the team members of Group 1 works. They make this presentation very smoothly by they work with each other very well, and they all shows confidence about their own presentation. Also, I really like one thing about their presentation is can you go back to scenario, the part of scenario. And in the conversation part, they label out the vocabularies and preposition from different class, so you can review the vocabularies they just introduced and prepare for the next part preposition. And I really like this. I will give the floor to Yishen.
So first of all, I think this team made a really great job, and the presentation slides are clear and easy to understand. Yujie pronunciation is really pleasant, but changing its mean to it means my enhanced clarity. Yibing has a really patient and makes the topic easily understandable. Tsailing's video is really sparking interesting and make people wants to learn more. And Zhenyun's gentle and audible voice adds a nice touch. Overall, excellent performance, well imagined time, and smooth delivery. I'll give the floor to Guangwei.
I'm Conway from Group 7. The flow of the presentation is smooth, the font is black and clear. I appreciate the part of the high and low context culture. Tsailin had mentioned the Western or low context culture commercial is straightforward to their selling point. It's very clear to understand through the videos. They have also prepared the dialogue of listening part to read as well, which can remind me the details after the listening practice. I'll give the floor back to Group 1.
Okay, let us choose the best commentator.
welcome 诗婷、信
No,
荣.
before you inviting them, you need to announce them.
We choose 诗婷、信荣 and Zhixian as our best commentators, and please welcome them to give us the comments again.
Thanks for choosing me for one of the best commentators. First of all, thanks to the first group for their presentation. Everyone performed very well in terms of the pronunciation of words and the contents of their reports. What I especially like to say is that I really like how smoothly they handed over to the next speaker. This is worth learning. However, there is still room for improvement. First, Zhen Yun on page 36, you mistakenly said decoration as direction during your part. And page 42, same problem. You say invitation as invention. Other than that, other parts perform very well. Next, Yu Jie and Yi Bing. I didn't catch any pronunciation errors and their pronunciation was very clear, but the intonation is a little bit flat without ups and downs. And the last one, Tsailing. Her voice is loud enough. Her intonation has ups and downs. In addition, I like the video she chose for the high-low context. Good job. All in all, everyone did a great job, especially the cooperation between their team's members is something worth learning from. I'll give the floor to Xinrong.
Thank you for choosing me. Group 1 did a great job. The PowerPoint is clear to see. As for vocabulary part, there's no Chinese translation of example sentences. As for high-low context culture, Uni chose the cute video and explained video clearly.
Who?
Uni. Tsailing. I'll give floor to Zhixian.
Zhixian, is this your first time to be the best commentator?
Yes.
Then you need to say that.
Okay. Group 1's PPT is.
No, you need to say that. Thank you for choosing me to be.
Thank you for choosing me. Yeah.
This is the first time.
This is my first time to be the best commentators. Commentators. Okay. And Group 1's PowerPoint is really cute and clear. And all team members have performed excellently, although they have very few pronunciation errors. And I like Zhen Yun's part. She has a really lovely voice. And thank you. Everyone did a great job. Give the floor to Group 1.
I'm Yi Bing from Group 1. It's my honor to be on this team. Thanks Yu Jie, Zhen Yun, and Tsailing. Everyone is attentive in this presentation and trying to make it clear so that our classmates can absorb it. At the same time, we also cooperate with each other and the whole process goes smoothly. I think they all did a great job. I appreciate that. Thanks. I will give the floor to Tsailing.
Thank you for everyone's comments. I'm delighted to have collaborated with my team members on this presentation, and everyone cooperated well, and each person complete their assigned task perfectly. I will give the floor to Yu Jie.
My name is Yu Jie from Group 1, and I would like to express gratitude to my group members for working together and successfully completing our presentation. And I'm going to give the floor to Zhen Yun.
I'm Zhen Yun from Group 1, and I want to thank my group member. They are all doing a great job. And thank them trying to finish the so perfect presentation. Thank you.
Make a formal ending. Please stand in the center. Thank you. We are Group 1.
And we are Group 1, and this is our end of our presentation, and thank you.